Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Inscryption. We're going to do a ant deck this time. Queen ant, flying ant, skunk. Okay, well, we want to add ants to the deck, I guess. We need to get to 40 challenge points. What's the best way of doing this? You may not reroll card choices. Boss battles are totem battles. Regular battles are totem battles. I guess we'll go damage and then the things that we've been taking, but then also add in no clover. So we have 1 damage, expensive pelts, 2 items instead of 3, no fishhook, no rerolls. Da, 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 da. And we want to exchange the rabbit pelts for ants, I suppose. I guess Queen Ant does give you an ant, but again, it is expensive to get out. You have to get 2 squirrels, so you can't play it on turn 1. And if you play an ant on turn 1, you can't even play the Queen Ant on turn 2. Academy Kill Welcome asks, when will you play Lethal Company? I don't know. When is that game gonna be finished? I don't know. For me personally, it just hasn't really interested me that much, but I guess in theory I have kind of been purposefully ignoring it, I suppose, is a way of phrasing it, so that I don't get worn out on that game. I think you just want Black Goat Worker Ant. Although, I kind of wish I could have taken a look at the picture first. River Otter Magpie, okay? You know what, let me see. Is there anything here? Still just like lots of mushrooms around. Can change the music, can change that, can change that. Nothing else going on here. Okay. Well, I think I do like this path. We don't need items, so let's upgrade a card immediately. Upgrade an ant. Although I don't know if you can upgrade an ant. We can definitely make an ant healthier. Like a queen. The skunk is also not a bad blocker, but I think that a ant queen being quite a bit tankier would be helpful. I'm not gonna push my luck though. We could, but I feel like if we lose the ant queen, we kind of lose a lot of the purpose of the run, right? All right, there's my ant queen. There's a skink. And we have a flying ant. Well, I guess to start with, now that skink is taken care of forever, usually the first fight, there's not too much going on. We can probably delay a little bit. Oh no, 1 damage. Now I can't really do much right now, but you know, give me a second. I think you've got me this time. You can't even kill me by turn 3 with 2 skinks. Why are you offering a surrender right now? That just makes no sense. Okay, there's a worker ant. End turn. It's 4. And then I guess we can buff our damage by just playing another squirrel. So there you go, there's some overkill. So what do we want? I think we want another ant queen with beehive, and then the ant queen beehive will get buffed, hopefully. I feel like that's a pretty good start if we can get there. Where did I place that clover? Yeah, we can't reroll. A 1 cost, a 2 cost, or bones. I mean, bones might not be bad, but what I would really like is just something to put on something else. Like a skunk on an ant queen, I think would be fine. Black goat on a skunk, you know, that way you can play the skunk block and then play the goat to get rid of the skunk, or sack the skunk to get another item out. You could get a cat for one, I guess. Give me a 2-cost. Field mice. When a card bearing the sigil is played, a copy of it is created in your hand. I mean, I understand that this is powerful. How do we work with this? It only works once. So we want to put this, I think, on the Ant Queen. So when we play the Ant Queen, we get a second Ant Queen. We could get 2 black goats, but I think we want Ant Queens, right? We're gonna go full on ant build. I mean, if we're gonna go ant build, let's go ant build, right? And hope that the ants also get ant powers. I don't know, maybe. Oh, we can actually get it out on turn 1. That's fine. Now, we don't do that much damage on turn 1, but, you know, we'll get there. Just give me the, you know, give me the... We're gonna do the same strategy I was talking about. You play the skunk. Then you can sack the skunk. Or the Ant Queen, which kills the other unit. Now we're currently doing... Scoop? Did he say scoop? What does that mean? If we do 6 damage, it kills him. We don't want to do 6 damage, so we will pass. Well, yeah, so we'll pass. Don't worry, I got a plan. I got a plan. Then we will play 2 squirrels, an ant, an ant. There's just a 16 damage turn, although we are going to hit the bees. There's some teeth. Okay, ant build can work. There's another merger. I want to buff my units more than anything else, I think. Ringworm, river snapper, bat. Wish I could look at the map. I think ringworm is garbage. Bat as a flyer, you know, it turns bones into a sacrifice, but we're a little slow getting to that point. River snapper, I think, is a little too expensive for us. I guess, you know, ringworm and we can throw it into the fire, but it might not work. I guess we could probably go bats. But I'm not happy about that. I can put flight on a ant. I don't know if that actually will matter at all. What can receive a buff? Ants can receive buffs. I mean, a stinky flying ant is actually pretty good to keep the ant alive. So sure, give me a stinky flying ant. Do we need this gun? No, we need a river otter and a magpie, I think. Let me check. River otter and a magpie. Man, I'm good. Skinky. Hello, you skinky skink. You know, this is why you want a flying ant, I think. We can completely negate this, the skinky skink. There you go. Now you can't actually do any damage. This column has been completely negated. Skunk doesn't matter. We need, we only have 2 more cards. Ant, Queen, and Ant, I think. No, what's our final card? I can't remember. Yeah, it is a worker ant, okay. So then we want... Squirrel. Ant queen. No, sorry. Goat. Ant queen. And then it comes back into the hand. It's so good. Now, you are actually dead because of my flying ant. We could crush the ant to get 3 other ants, wipe the board, and then next turn go to face for massive damage. It does seem pretty good, doesn't it? We've got the squirrels to make it happen. Well, we don't, but we actually do with the bats. Yeah. Okay. So, ant. Here. Kills you. Squirrel. Ant. Here. Kills you. Can't kill a skunk, but I can put a bat there and it'll fly next turn. And do 1 damage, but, you know, it's better than nothing. Alright. That's a misplay! I can still get around it. That was a little silly, though. No, we want the bat down. There you go. More teeth for the teeth pile. Now, we should probably get a totem, but I kind of like the idea of upgrading. But, you know, 1 power, 2 health, or a totem. We need to get a totem. It's another ringworm. I guess we could take the ringworm and try to sack it, but what about cockroach queen? Every time the queen dies, it comes back to hand and we can replay it. Or black goat. You gotta take the cockroach. It's too good. It's gonna be a while until we can sack it, but still. We've got a nice, thin, lovely ant deck right now. What boss are we fighting? The angler. Totem. I mean, we want insect heads. So let's see what we get. No insects, but stinky? I'll take stinky. Unfortunately, we're getting Rat Pack, aren't we? Damn it! I always make this mistake. I gotta pay attention to the map and then actually use my abilities so that we don't get the rats. Because that's just thickening up the deck with garbage day. You want the fish. Squirrel, cockroach, ant queen, and worker ant. And your kingfishers are just terrible. Now we are gonna get... We're gonna get go fished. The ant queens will live, and we should have enough ants that the ant queens can kill the boss in 1 hit on the subsequent turn. The only thing he does is kingfishers, so we don't take any actual unit damage. So we should just be able to do this. I can actually play the cockroach, but I think we'll just, I mean, we will play it. Try to get through this phase of the fight as quickly as possible, I guess. Should have played the squirrel on the left. That's fine. And we want a squirrel. It's a little slow, but I think we are kind of almost already where we need to be. Yeah, we're killing him on the next turn. Yes, so we'll take a squirrel in preparation. I'm pretty sure we can just kill him by placing... Oh, you took away the squirrel! You're actually dead! You dummy. Dude, ants are so strong. And actually, we could have definitely overkilled him had I played this differently. We could have overkilled him by like 15. So we should have played differently, but I just wanted to kill him. Okay, Mantis, God, me, an ant. A Gek, a Long Elk, and Amoeba. Gek has no cost, so it's a free play, which I kind of like for helping to get the ants going. Long Elk moves and has Death Touch. Amoeba has a random effect on it. And only costs 2 bones, which we're killing a lot of units to create ants, so I think Amoeba could be pretty good. Yeah. You know what I like? You know, if we can get like an immortal Gek or something, we could constantly get it brought back over and over again. That could be kind of fun. What's Death Touch? Death Touch means that when it damages another creature, that creature perishes. It's instant KO at 1 damage. Who cares? It's 1 damage, 100 damage. So Long Elk could be pretty good, but it's 4 bones and it moves, which makes it a little bit harder to work around. I guess we could have maybe Death Touch on an ant, but we're already gonna get rid of the cockroach and we're gonna get rid of the pack rat by putting it on other things. And we have a bat in the deck, which we're playing for bones, so I don't think we need another bone card. That's why I'm thinking, well, Amoeba's only 2 bones, and if we put this inside of another thing, maybe we can get something good out of the question mark, but... And Gek is a free play, so it gets us more bones, it gets us more sacrificing. You know, I think I'll take the... I think I'm gonna take Long Elk and put it inside of a ant. I think I'm gonna take the Death Touch. But we have other things to do. Prospector? The Woodlands. Card removal or totem. Another black goat or another flying ant? I mean, I do like goat, because it helps you to get the ant queen out. We don't really need 2 of them. We could put the goat inside of something else so that when we sack it, it gets us more blood. Another ant is fine. We could make a flying ant stinky and give us a pack or come back to life. It's probably not gonna gain more damage, so it's not a good like melding target, unfortunately. But cockroach in black goat and sack in black goat could be kind of nice. We have so many things to meld, you know? Sorry. I'm gonna take the flying ant. It's a faster unit meld target, I think, and there's one right there. We could remove a card. I'm gonna go instead for the totem. I wanna make my ants better, hopefully. That is pretty good. Do we have many lizards? We have 0? Okay, instead of going for the elk, which would work on black goat. So every time you play black goat, every time you play black goat, it's stinky. Now I want fecundity. Or field mice, as it was. Could go totem here, but I really want to meld. Let's see, what do we get? Oh good, Long Elk and pack rat, fantastic. Not a very good turn 1. You know what we could do is get the pack rat out. It'll kill the sparrow. Oh my god, long elk has a head. So creepy. Long elk. Let's get that pack rat out. You at least give me something. It's flight, okay. We need to get damage on the field. Oh god, there's a lot of stuff coming. And it all flies, which is annoying. Currently doing 3 damage, and then we'll take 3, so we're currently even. Bat. Can't even play the bat. Because it's a bone card. This is the problem with bone cards. Get a lot of bone cards, you can't really do anything. Doing 3, taking 3. Sure. Okay, I need to play something. I think what I need to do is I need to draw something playable, play it, get the long elk out. Long elk will kill the raven. It's another bone card! Come, you freaking game. What the heck? Okay, we're taking 1, 2, 3 damage. You think the Bone Lord was a long elk in an earlier life? You know? That is probably the skull on the wall, huh? Jesus. Hey, Scipio Scion. Welcome. Happy lurking, or Lula lurking. Total misplay, yeah. So we're taking 1, 2, 3 damage. That is lethal. The problem is we're not doing any damage. I think we need to fly. We need to do damage to face to keep us alive for 1 turn. I think these are all of our bone cards. No, we do have a bat, but I think we're guaranteed, maybe? No, we have the bat. We're guaranteed to draw something playable, and then long elk can go out there. I think we'll be fine, but we do need to fly. It's a weird play, but we need to do damage to face on this turn. Now we're not dying. Thank you. Like literally anything is what I needed here, and you gave me literally anything. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Flying ants go there, and long elk goes there. All of a sudden we're fine. Now like, what's the problem? We're going to kill the sparrow. We're gonna do 1 damage to face. We're gonna kill the raven. I don't know where you got your stoat from. Oh, look, my goat. My goat. Hey, Sherbet, welcome. How you doing? I'll surrender. No, I refuse to accept your surrender. I'm gonna kick your ass. Let me find my ants, please. Oh, there you are. Okay. So squirrel. Goat. Ant queen. We're currently doing 5 damage to face. That's too much. Or why not just go all in then? There you go. Do as much as you can. Okay, so we used our item appropriately, thank God. So unit meld or totem. What's our current totem? We don't have one, do we? No, okay. Add a couple of cards, go to a trapper. What's our bowl look like? Can I see the bowl? What's my current teeth at, man? We got a lot. We can probably buy like a pelt, but I don't like buying pelts. I guess you want to get a wolf pelt so you can get upgraded cards, or a gold pelt so you can get rare cards. I think we'll just go right. Get a totem. Turkey, vulture, ant, moose buck. I mean, another ant is fine. Just keep buffing the ant and get like a super ant. Yeah, I mean, ants are what I want. What I really... There was a totem on the left path. Rip. Ants. I mean, stinky ants are pretty good, but also infinite ants are pretty good. Let's go infinite ants. Yeah, I think left path would have been slightly better in hindsight, but you know, you can't see the whole map. Long, long elk. Yep. If we can get like sacrificing ants, that would also be nice now. Problem though is that I still need to keep drawing squirrels to play my stuff. Ow. So now I need one damage. A squirrel could play a goat, could play a long elk, could kill an elk. Killing this one might be better. This one's gonna level up though. Or we could draw. But if we draw, we still can't like sacrifice enough to actually get the goat out. This is an interesting one. You're gonna kill my flying ant. You I would like to kill, and then we would have to spend one turn killing the mole. I guess a pronghorn getting stuck here wouldn't be that bad. Getting stuck here is also not that bad. Elk fawn's gonna move down, kill the ant. You're gonna hit here and here. But if I kill the elk fawn and then the mole moves over, the pronghorn will just move on its own. I think we want to kill the pronghorn. Long elk will kill the unit behind it on the next turn. Okay, I'm gonna draw a card. We got another flying ant with Stinky. A stinky pronghorn is actually not that bad. And will hit face constantly. Okay. So we'll play you there. We got another stinky flying ant as expected. Long elk can move, I think we'll put it here. Because it'll kill the elk fawn in a turn. No! Well, I mean, was that good? I don't know, because now the pronghorn's gonna move, which is not what I wanted. I'm a fool. That's fine. We got a pack rat. Also, you're dead? What is with that sound every time I play a flying ant? It goes, Pshoo! I mean, I'm pretty sure you're dead. Doot. Dr. Nefariously Handsome, welcome. How you doing? Ants are my favorite build, so I already like the run. This is my first time really going into an ant build. The Nor says Spell Rogue is a pretty nice. I played it. That's one that I played, Nor. It's on YouTube. It's Slay the Spire meets Dicey Dungeons. Wardo says show which obstacles you've enabled for the run. I don't know how to do that. Skink and a tentacle. I guess out of all these, I like the skink as a blocker, since we have to take a card. Okay, +2 health. We could also potentially remove a card. Press escape. Oh, there we go. Tipped scales, so 1 HP of damage, pricey pelts, smaller backpack, no hook, and no clover. I have too many bone cards. I think I don't like the bat. But is there any card that we just want to be tankier? Yeah, the queen. A 7 HP queen is actually like pretty damn good, all things considered. We are kind of like going all in on the queen build, but you know, that's kind of the play though, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Big ol' ant queen? Okay. 'Cause like we can't let this card die. It's our top card. Escape also checks the teeth. 25 golden tickets, you're right, thank you. I was curious about that, because I could only find it in the, like, up here when you're looking at your deck. Oh no, it's the birds. I hate the birds. But we can stink them? No, these are not my stinky ants. Ooh, rip. So, you know, actually, here's the thing. My flying units are better than your flying units. What is that sound? In a battle of flyers v flyers, mine win. Oh look, more flyers. What was I just saying? Did you not get the message? By the way, you're dead, but I don't want to kill you. I want to continue going so I can get super overkill. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, I have 25 teeth. What do I care? I think it is the totem sound, but it's not actually. You know what? It's trying to apply fecundity, but it's not working because of the mod, I think. That's my guess. Wolf, turkey vulture, magpie. I don't want any of these. I guess if we can meld it, magpie's okay. It's also a bird. It flies. We have a lot of flying cards. This is what I really want. I want to get 2 of these melders. Although we could also dupe the ant queen. I don't think we need to. I think I want to get all of the flying ants together into one creature. Yeah, I think that's what I want. And the picture, I mean, obviously I think you would just want to dupe the ant queen, and then we could merge them. It would be a 14 health ant queen, but I think I want to get rid of the flying ants. I have too many of them in the deck. It's kind of card removal at this point, right? Yeah, the only thing is that I don't think the attack merges. So 2 ant queens is not bad. Because 2 ant queens would merge into a 14 health ant queen. But What else would we dupe? I don't know what else we would dupe. You know, we could dupe the ant queen and then just still merge 2 flying ants, I guess. Having 2 of your best cards in the deck is fine. I think I'm tunnel visioning the duplication, or the merging, but the duplication is still doubling your best card. It lost 2 health, but that's still fine. That's what it was previously. And we can still get rid of some flying ants. Yeah. Because again, it is removal. You know, it would be, we would be making different choices if you could pass on accepting a card, but you can never pass on accepting a card. You have to add cards. Ding, dong, ding. Got any gold in that skull? Let me crack her open and take a look. Of course, we get the not good flying ant. We have the magpie. I guess we could theoretically play it and draw a card. Draw our ant queen, and then we'll have another ant queen later, I guess? Yeah, I mean, it's acceptable, I think. And this will just attack the face for a little while. Yeah. We could also take the bad ant queen. I don't think it legitimately matters which one we take. And then we will take a squirrel. Play the ant queen here. Thank you. Thank you. So even though we have fecundity on the ant queen, like as a legitimate symbol, we still don't get it as an added symbol the second time around, which is unfortunate. But long elk kills the pack mule, then we'll end turn. My mule curses you! Wolf kills long elk, don't really care. Beaver, dam builder. Damn you! 1 damage. 1 more ant should get the job done. Did I draw? I did not draw. Flying ant. What a lovely looking card. Yeah, we'll just play another ant. And we should have you killed within, well, 1 turn. I think his wolves stay on the board. It's really not that big of a deal, though. Right, draw a card. Forgot about that. There's gold in them there cards. Probably a squirrel at this point. 8 bones. Wolf has 2 HP. What do we have that does 2 damage? I guess Rattler can just go out there and kill you immediately. We'll do that. And now we have... how many bones? 2 bones, I think? 6. We had 8 bones, so now we're down to 2 bones. Get rid of that. Then we have 3 bones. Get rid of this. And then we have 4 bones. Yeah, I think we're fine. But let's take another squirrel just in case. 3 damage? It doesn't matter. Bloodhound can't kill you. Okay, so squirrel. Sack for the goat god. Sack for the ant queen. We don't have the second one, we just have this one. But thank you for an ant. And then ant can go here. Got another ant in hand. So many ants, and in fact, why don't we just create another ant, kill you, wipe the field, and I wish I could get rid of the gold nugget, but I can't, so this is as much as we can do. You know, actually, how about this? You see what I'm thinking? You see what I'm thinking? Why don't we get this pack rat out there? Gives us some scissors, which is a pretty good item. Then we'll get another ant out there. Then we'll get another ant out there. And now we're back up to the same amount of damage that we just had. All right, all right. And we are going up against the trapper on the 3rd act here. Reignite. Why do the scissors look like they've been drawn by Magnificus? Very strange. Mole Man, 2nd pack rat, child 13. A repeated sacrificer I think is nice because all of our ants are really, they're not expensive, the queens are, but we have to pay to get the ants out there. It's not like the bee build, the bees you can play for free, so the bees were stronger, I think. They don't buff other bees, but they are free plays. But yeah, I think a child 13 can be fine. Good old bees. Let me see. It is Snowland. I see card removal, a trapper where we can exchange all of our cash for pelts. Kinda like it. Hopefully there's a mycologist over there. Kin, blood, sigil. Probably kin. Ant, 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 goat, ant, goat, ant, ant, goat. We got a lot of ants, got a lot of goats. Leave it up to the RNG. Goat, goat, nothing. All right, well, we got lucky. Elk fawn, flying ant that is fecundity and also buffs other flying ants. Now beehive, beehive is so good, but we're going ant build, so let's go flying ant. And this is a good meld target. It's also just a good ant, let's be honest. Not what I meant to do. So melding. I guess, you know, child 13 in an ant would be acceptable. Child 13 in an ant means you can actually dupe the ants when you play them. Like child 13 in a flying ant, then put this flying ant in this flying ant, and then you can tap them to play other flying ants. You know what I mean? You know, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm putting down? It's the same cost. Seems pretty good. So many OP sigils in this deck. It says 0. It's all like duplication, which is a lot of fun, and especially because in instances of duplicating cards, those duplicate cards keep the sigils from the original card. My first run of Kaycee's mod, I had bees, and the bees would buff adjacent units. And the bees had beehives in them, so the bees would spawn beehives, and the beehives that were spawned from the bees, that were spawned from the beehives, would also buff the other bees. And I think they also had double attacks. So it's like you have a beehive, it buffs other bees, it spawns bees, the bees that it spawns buff other bees, and then themselves also have double attacks, and it was just a lot of fun. It was good, it was great. We're gonna put you on a flying ant. Bees. So many bees, so many bees. About the, oh, 2 ant queens. About the only thing that these, About the only thing these, ants are missing is, burrowing so that they never die. Okay, squirrel, skink. You will live for a turn. Oh yeah, amalgam is also everything, so amalgam will be ants. Amalgam will take all of the buffs from your totems, which is pretty nice. Okay, what are we looking for? We're gonna play an ant. We need to have enough capacity to play another ant queen. Or rather, we need to play an ant that the ant queen gives us. We need a squirrel. Then we wriggling tail skink to play an ant. Then we squirrel ant. Thank you. That kills both of these units. We should be able to kill this elk on this turn. Like, pretty much no matter what we draw, because we can just play an ant. In fact, why don't we just play an ant? And you're already dead, unfortunately. I would prefer if you weren't, so I could play more ants, but, you know, what's done is done. We already have like 30 teeth. We don't need more teeth. So give me some pelts. Let's see. We have 34. I like wolf pelts because the cards you get are upgraded. Golden pelts just give you non-upgraded rares. So maybe like one of each, or maybe like 2 wolf pelts. A wolf pelt. It is RNG, but you'd also get 8 selections, which I think is really strong. The pelts aren't great, which is why I think I'm just gonna take 1 wolf pelt. But we kind of had to go this direction anyways, and you know, it's not like you can avoid the trader. So you might as well try to get whatever value you can out of him, right? Campfire up ahead. We're gonna remove a... Now we could remove the rabbit pelt, that way we don't have to add a card to the deck, which I really like the idea of. But we could also remove like a bat, which is currently unplayable. Because we're spending our bones on like the cockroach and the long elk, which is here. Like we have enough flying ants, we don't need a bat, so let's get rid of the bat. I do like that you can buy the knife. It just kills an enemy unit immediately. It's pretty good. It's like the scissors. Oh Lord. Oh, is this a turn 1 lethal? This is a turn 1 lethal. And we're gonna do 16 damage, I think, as well. Then we're gonna do way more. We're gonna do 16 plus 4. We're gonna do 20 damage. Of course, right after we get to the damn trader, right? Yeah, there's 20, just 20 damage. Turn 1. Thank you. I should have bought more pelts, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Now we can trade them away. Hello. Thank you. All right. Rabbit pelt gives me... I don't mind another goat because we do... misplay. We do have a couple of expensive cards. Magpie pack rat and ant queen. This allows us to play those, but it is a draw that we have to make. Cockroach, you know, if we have the ability to meld the sigils onto something else would be nice, but we've kind of passed that point. The only thing we could put it on is like a worker ant, which is still fine, but we can't get it on the flying ant anymore. We're out of flying ants to meld. We already have a goat. Warren is fine for blockers because you get actually quite a lot of blood for 1 cost. Might go for the Warren because it's 2 blood for 1 card, which is, I guess, worse than the goat, I suppose. Cockroach with spikes. Wolf cub that hides. Grizzly that is a bee generator. Now, actually, that's kind of a lot of fun if we can get the, if we can get the bees. They are infinite plays and then infinite sacrifices that, we get 2 bees for the price of 1. It's also a 3-cost card. What do you mean misplayed? The Stoat says it, yeah. The Stoat says it, and also there's like a misplay stat on these runs that I don't fully understand. Don't we need a river otter? River otter magpie? I mean, a river otter for 1 is not bad when it gives us an item. I gotta go check the book though. River otter magpie. Okay, I think we can do this. There is a mycologist up there. 2 HP. I don't want your HP, my dude. I want something else, please. Probably flying ants, right? Just like more ants that live forever. We don't need more ant queens. Yeah, why not? So we want to go, I guess, right, so we can maybe get ants. There's actually 2 mycologists. What's our deck look like? Flying ant, flying ant, flying ant, flying ant. Oh my god, we would have the most strong flying ants in the world. I kind of like that idea. And we could try to get like a tribe card to get more ants, I guess, or bugs. Dogs have the most OP sigils in the game. Dogs just have 3 2s. So do we want an ant queen or do we want the magpie? I think we want the magpie, because the magpie gets us infinite sacrificing birds. And we're only taking 1 damage. Actually, we're only taking 0 damage. We want flying ant, and now we can play our whole hand every turn. Cause these flying ants are dope. Okay, 2 HP, 1 HP, 2 HP. I think we can get those. We do need a squirrel to get the ball rolling. This flying ant has 1 HP, the ant queen has 5. Porcupine has 3 HP. Okay, so we're gonna put the ant that attacks here. I do have to play this flying ant, but that's fine. Right, I forgot what I was doing for a second. We got a worker ant. We got another ant queen. Pass your turn. I accidentally killed you. 2 mycologists. Give me bugs. Give me, deer? You know, we can play the moose buck. It's not easy, but we can do it. Hello. Did you bring 2 of the same? Yes. Merge the flying ants of greatness. Okay, and then... Oh, hey, look, another mycologist. Do you have... They're not victims, don't worry about it. Oh, look, more flying ants. So they... they fly. They buff the damage of adjacent units. They can be tapped for sacrifices. We get copies of them when they're played. They also stink up the enemies. Seems pretty good. Yeah, just stack on the sigils, you know? Skink and Gecko are perfect support units. That's why I took the Skink. It's a good blocker, and we were actually once able to use the tail as a second sacrifice. So I'm gonna keep the River Otter, and I'm gonna try to get the Magpie to try to do this. Cockroach is also pretty good here. You know, get the sacrifices, but we have so many so many ants, we can just throw ants at the problem. What do we do here? I guess Skink first. It'll make a tail, which will body block. And we will get 2 blood next turn for the cost of 1 blood this turn. Seems like not a bad idea. Clunk. I need something else to play. Oh, it's stupid. I can't even see the card under this. It's just a mess of blood and guts. I kind of don't want to play it though. It's like too strong of a card. But we probably should play it, right? It'll kill the frog, it'll kill this frog. Yeah, you gotta do it. Rapid says, what's the challenge level here? We are on, I'm on map 3. There you go. Well, no, I'm on... I got this. I got those. Issues phase 2. Phase 2 is not gonna be an issue at all. Phase 2 is gonna be insanely simple. Don't worry about it. So all we're gonna do is, let's lose the smoke so we can play the cockroaches. Cockroach is gonna be a good trap card. We're gonna play the cockroach so we can draw. Warren is also pretty good here, but we'll go cockroach. That deals with strange frog. We're gonna lose a unit, which is totally fine. That gives us the bones to play the other cockroach. Dr. Nefarious says, I yet to find a bird fan. Birds are good if you can somehow get them all played quickly to get a lethal hit in turn 1. Otherwise, the fact that they fly means you just have no board control, I mean, if you are rolling birds. That's what it feels like to me anyways. Wolf pelt, cockroach. Right, draw a card. We want... We can play the wolf pelts to stop you. I do need something that can do damage to the bullfrog. What are we playing on this turn? Hey, we have a flying unit. We can play anything with blood just by sacking it. I keep forgetting about that. How's this gonna work? We wanna, do we have the, okay, we have the bones. So we want a cockroach here. We want, so you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. We're gonna take 3 damage, which is lethal. We need to play something. We can do this, it'll just take a second to figure out. I might just use the pliers, because I know the pliers will do it. I really need to play like a wolf pelt here after this thing gets destroyed. Okay, pliers. I hate that sound. Warren. Hello, rabbit. Give me a pass. So let's run it back. Oh, you're actually gonna attack, which is funny. Actually, the Warren's gonna kill the bullfrog if we play another flying ant here. Dead, dead, blocking, dead, move down, take 2 damage, be fine. And with the rabbit, we get the flying ant, which allows us to play the river otter, and I want to save the river otter. I want to try to get the cards out. I have 2 cockroaches, which I can't play, and a bunch of wolf pelts. I guess we can just toss the wolf pelts out there as blockers. I actually think that what we want on this turn, though, are squirrels. Then, squirrel? I guess we could have sacked the Warren. I should have just done that. It's fine, though. We'll play a ant. We will play the rabbit. We will play the ant queen, which is here. Oh, God. So now, bullfrog's dead. Elk will hurt the ant queen for 2 and then move over. We'll play an ant there next turn. We're gonna do 2 to face. I think we're okay. Adder. Adder would kill my flying, which is annoying because it's my final like super tapping card, but not what I'm looking for. We could go directly to phase 2, but I really want to get the picture, which means I need to stall this fight. So losing the flying ant is really not that big of a deal. Because if I wait until we draw the magpie, we can play the magpie, play the river otter, sack the ant queen, sack the Warren, get our item back, and then also get our objective completed, our meta objective, because we gotta get the damn picture unlocked. So we need the elk to, actually, you know what? The elk is gonna block the adder, isn't it? Because the elk should move at the end of the turn. But the adder's gonna move at the beginning of turn. Never mind. Adder's gonna move down. Kill the flying. No, it's not. It's not gonna attack because it's stinky! We can just stall. You stinky adder. You can't do anything. You can't do anything correctly, you stinky adder. There's our magpie. I'm actually gonna wait 1 more turn because the queen will just kill the elk. Although actually the river otter will kill the elk, won't it? Yeah, it does 1 damage. Okay, so River otter. We got an extra turn, which is pretty damn good. Okay. How many bones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I legitimately have to wait one more turn. I don't have enough things to sacrifice. Oh no, we can sacrifice the flying ant. Hold on. Okay, so cockroach. Thank you. Magpie, sack the flying ant, cockroach, magpie. Ooh, I heard it. I felt it too. Actually, we can also get the moose buck. We don't need the moose buck. In fact, we would rather have ants, let's be honest. We're currently doing... Oh, we get to select a card. I forgot about that. Take the ant queen. We're currently doing 3 damage to face, which is lethal. We're gonna do it like this. Then, still have 1 out, which is perfect. We got enough ants out. Right, draw a card. What do we draw? Pack rat. Don't need it. Toss out an ant. Toss out an ant. It's 18 damage on the board. Plunk. Yeah, I do like stinky flyers because it helps to keep them alive. The skinning knife turns. Also just stinky on strong units. Kills the or stops the adders from attacking you. Let's trade. All right, I will do this, and this. I get more? Okay. I don't know. Grizzly? Very well. I did take like more than half of your cards, by the way. There needs to be like a OG shop. Like I want to go to the shop and just like buy a card. I don't want to buy pelts and then have to go to the trader. I just want to buy a card. I want to buy melding, like in Act 3. Mole Man, Pack Rat, Child 13. If we have to take one, we can take Child 13, maybe do a meld. I think that's pretty appropriate. We already have a Pack Rat. I don't really want a second one. But, you know, putting Sacrifice Sigil on like a cockroach. Play the cockroach, sacrifice it, it'll die eventually. Put the Sacrifice Sigil on Ant Queen. And then we'll get a second Ant Queen, and the Ant Queen can summon other Ant Queens. Yeah, you know, there's stuff there. Sacrifice Sigil on Black Goat, I guess, is a good one. Take it. I just don't think we need the other ones. Maybe the Mole Man, you know, a big blocker, I suppose, but we have big blockers. All right. What the heck is this? Reliable, that pocket watch never stops ticking. Perhaps you would like to use it. I would actually have preferred to keep the scissors. What the heck is this new item? What did we get? Magpie's Glass. Poggy Bank, Pliers, Wise Clock. All cards on the board will move 1 space clockwise. Ooh, you can steal an enemy card or give him a bad card. Okay. No, yes. All right, we would like to put... I mean, an unkillable worker ant is pretty good. You know, cockroach and workers ant means we always have ants to play. Unkillable Child 13 is not bad. Child 13 and the cockroach could be okay. Black goat in the cockroach means cockroach can be bones for blood. Steal the moon? Yeah, I wish, yeah. Magpie Warren? It's like totally unnecessary. Really, that would just be for removal. I'm trying to think like what is the, you know, the best merging here? Like what would be effective? Allowing more sacrifices is always good. Magpie Warren makes it more playable. You know, actually, that is a good point. Magpie Warren, when you play the Warren, you can search for a card and then play it immediately because you're going to get 2 blood when you play the Magpie. Magpie does suck, so yeah, it is probably good. We're not making like a super card, but it's not like we can do any more mycologist merging. So yeah, we get searching on a cheaper card. Why would you not put that on the ant though? Because then you would get it twice. Or on the cockroach, you would get it every time you play the cockroach. I don't care that it flies, it's just a blocker. But now it'll come back in my hand and we can keep cycling it. The end is upon us. Okay. Really wish I had the cut cards. I can take another turn though if I have to. Okay, we went infinite on turn 1? You will almost 100% win with the clock. Really? The clock doesn't seem that strong. It doesn't matter though, because we have won. We've already won, and we didn't even have to really like worry about it at all. We just got the perfect draw. Ant Queen, flying, super stinky, buffy, doubly ant. So, play you. And then we play you. And then I meant Hourglass. Yeah, Hourglass is good. Thank you, that's what I wanted. All right, well, you're dead. I killed the amalgam. Oh, that's solid. Hey, trees. Oh, he puts Grand Firs in front of my trees, but his units are already dead. I don't even have to do anything, and I'm kind of upset about it because I want to, like, have some strife in my life. Dr. Nefari says, I beat all the challenges without unlocking the clock or the hourglass. I did not care for the painting. Honestly, the painting is just hard to complete sometimes because you need to take specific cards that might not synergize with your deck. Like, I don't think I would have taken the Magpie or the River Otter. But it's not like I had a choice in the matter. I kind of had to take the cards. You're not dead yet? Do you have any consequences? Do you have any idea of the consequences of destroying an astral body? I messed up that quote. I want my teeth. Yo, that was a very fun run. Most scales damage in 1 turn 20. We couldn't get any higher than that with ants. I don't know how you would. I guess just more of the cards that buff adjacent cards. But like, dude, that was such a fun run. And there's the power of the mycologist. If you can get 2 cards and you put sigils on both of them, then when they get merged, those sigils join together. And you can have just these absurd, powerful cards. Yeah, 9 misplays. Ah, damn it. I gotta work on my misplays, man. I scoured the disc last night, looking for some kind of explanation, and I found some really wild stuff. It made me think, what is the old data? And why does Leshy only talk about it when he's wearing the woodcarver's mask? I found some log from Mr. Kaminsky. It was pretty clear when I met him that the guy had issues, but he seemed to be saying in this log that the entire development of Inscryption was a cover. For what? How infuriating if true. Time to start another run, I guess. Are we going to learn the secrets of Inscryption? Oh, I misread this. I thought this was ×3 cards. It's blood ×3. Why they couldn't just have a third icon, I don't know. Direwolf will strike the opposing space an extra time when attacking. Yo, that's pretty good. It's double strike, but instead of in a bifurcated pattern, it's just double strike. Direwolf Pup. At the end of the owner's turn, Direwolf Pup will generate 1 bone. Also, Direwolf Pup will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on the board. It's 2 blood for this. This is an expensive deck. Holy cow. One of the best sigils in the game. No, that would be Mantis God. Challenge unlocked. Bosses award regular cards instead of rares for 15 challenge points. Ugh. That was a fun run. I've never done I've tried to add ants to my deck in previous runs, but I think that was back in original Act 1, which I think it only took us 4 runs to get out of the Act 1 anyway, so we didn't really have too much opportunity to play around with decks and synergies. But ants can be very good. Ants can be exceptional when your ants generate more ants. And they are all stinky and flying and have a ton of HP and are infinitely tappable for mana or sacrifices. Blood for the blood god. Fun run. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Subscribe for more. I forgot my outro. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Inscryption.